Okay guys, Jasfran here. I'll just tell you this morning I've had a nightmare fitting me sound card and getting the microphone and everything working properly. Taking me over 2.5 hours. Pretty annoying really. But anyway, let's crack on. Let me just say now. This is is the newbie page. Okay, so there's some newbies, so I'm going to take it pretty slowly, and I'm going to try and answer a couple of questions for Kelvin and Kaysen and Ergon. But what would it mean if to you if you knew virtually exactly where price was going to go? Okay, what would it mean for any strategy, whether it be the 5-minute system, the 15-minute system, right? If you knew exactly where price was going to go, okay, then you could trade in that direction completely safely, knowing virtually 100% that your trades will win. Okay, and that's basically what I'm going to teach you today. Where price is going to go to, and why basically it's going to go there. Okay, so the reason I was so excited, by the way, guys, is that excuse me, in the past I've been able to do these videos, but I've had to do them from still shots, photos and that of the charts. But since MT put the paper trading videos on, this has just opened up a new way of doing things, and I can actually now show you them live, not live, but basically you can watch the trade evolve. Okay, right, so I've got some numbers off some people. I've also picked a couple myself. I've got 3 or 4 I'm going to show you. Right, I'm not going to be staying on them, guys. I'm going to be fast forwarding through them, because I don't want to make the video like 5 hours long. Okay, so I'll be fast forwarding through them, but the setup will still be there. Alright, okay, let's go and have a look then. First of all, you know me, 1 and 4s the most important thing. Okay, and this is one of the paper trading videos that are online, and I'm just going to show you now. Right, I'm going to use the EU on this particular example. Again, the importance I put on the 1 and 4s, and this is basically what they do. Okay, a 1 hour signal here. You see this 1 hour super on the EU? It wants to take price to this orange line. It wants to do, right? Okay, excuse me. But the fact that it's got a 4 hour signal, which if that goes super, right, then that signal is going to go to the orange line here. So effectively, even after such a big move here down, right, that the EU wants to take price to this orange line. So you know where it's going, you know where it's heading. So you should now, whatever strategy you do, whether it's the 15-minute pinks or the 5-minute pinks, right, these here, or even little reds when you get a really strong setup, you should be taking it up. You shouldn't be considering taking this down. Okay, I know you're looking at the trend and thinking, yeah, strong trend, but while you've got these signals here, and whilst this 4 hour hasn't turned super yet, if it does turn super, it's going to this orange line. Absolutely. What that little red guarantees for me at the moment there, like that, is that this signal is still in play, because it's telling me that the price is going to definitely touch this. Okay, this orange line on the 1 hour. Right, but if that turns super, it's telling me it's going to touch the orange line on the 4 hour, or get very near to. Okay, so as I say, I want to keep speeding it up, and I just want to show you how kind of what happens with these. So let's have a look. Nothing yet. Again, no look. 5-minute signal to the upside, 1. Okay, again, fast forwarding. Look, it's gone super now. See it? It's gone super now. This time you didn't have a 5-minute signal, but what you had is price. If you look at this here, right, and try and watch my cursor, price goes up, then it pulls back to the orange line, then goes up, then it pulls back to the orange line, then goes up, and pulls back to the orange line and goes up, right? This happens on, well, that's basically how it works. I can't really say any more. Like, if you just watch every day, you're either looking for signals on the orange line or you're looking for signals on the purple line, support and resistance. Alright, so again, let's fast forward. Yep, still not moving that much, and it's just flipped off there as well. Fast forward again, there we go, look, it's really kicking in now. Look, again, it's just bounced off the orange line on the 5-minute chart and gone up. Okay, so let's fast forward again. Yes, you've had this pullback here. Should you be taking this? No, you should be ignoring that and waiting, for it to go up, because you're going with this monster signal here. These 4-hour supers, guys, and that's another thing for you newbies, right? The supers are red pinks or red yellows. They are the strongest signals, okay? The little reds sometimes work in correlation with pinks on other time frames, but you really, when they go super like that, that's when they really work. Okay, so let's move on again. Keep moving on again. You see what happened there? Come down, went up again, coming down again. Yes, you've got a 15 and a 30 now. Is this time to go down? Some people would have taken it. BR probably would have seen this go small again here and would have taken this trade down for a quick 5 pips. Personally, I'm not. I would have kind of left this. Alright, so let's carry on, keep moving on. There we go, the super's back again, and look, this time off the purple. You see, look, it's off the purple line this time, but the 30-minute signal disappeared. But this is all because of this signal on the current or living candle, as MT says. The current candle is the one that's open. Alright, so again, let's move on. Yeah, stopped again. Very pretty messy one, this. I mean, you're talking about turning round a big trend, right? And sometimes they do take a while to get going. Again, look what's happened here. This 4-hour is pushing price through the 1-hour orange line. That's what they do. It will say, right, we're still going up because we're going through that orange line because we've got a 4-hour signal. Okay, again, let's move on. Still going up. Look, after that move, it come back to the orange line and starting to go up again. Move on some more. Good heavens, what is that? I have no idea what that one, guys, is, unless that's somebody showing something. Showing MT a picture there. Okay, so 4 hours still in play, so we're trading up. Okay. Yes, 4-hour signal's still there. We're heading towards this orange line. Somebody's pointing it out now, you see. Again, quickly trying to get this moving on. There you go. Again, look at this here. It's touched the purple support here, and look at this shooting up, and that's because this signal is still in play. Right, this signal for me is going to this orange line. Alright, let's have a look. Some of them, like I say, sometimes they get near to within 3, 4, 5 pips or whatever, and then reverse, but for the most part you should consider the 4 hours just to go to the orange line like that, especially when they're super. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think it's one of those. Yeah, you can see it's still pushing up again. Look, off the purple line. This is where you should have bought. These signals down you shouldn't have taken. It's the signals up you take, but you don't buy there now, guys. You don't buy there, even though you're getting momentum. It's risky because that could just come back on you, and you could be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pips down. You understand? You buy here. All right. Okay, again there, and if you'd have taken all the signals up on that day, even these touches like this with momentum, right, you'd have won every trade. You'd have won every trade with this 4-hour signal. Okay, let's see if I can get to the last couple of minutes of the session and see what happened. There you go. It's bending the line up as well, so that has virtually gone and touched the orange line. Okay, guys, right, and that was on a very what I would call a slow day. All right, so that was just one trade. All right, let me show you another one. Where are we? Number 9. We're back to the beginning of this. Right, there's a few on here I want to show you guys. The GU and the UCAD. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. Where are we? Right. GU has this 4-hour here. Let me see. I'm just trying to remember what's happening here, guys. Yeah, there you go. GU has this 4-hour. Okay, now you've got a 1-hour coming in with it. You've got your 5s signals started already going down here. 15 minutes. That's another thing, guys, right? When you are turning price around, if you can see this on the GU here, right, this is a big move up, yeah. And if you want to turn price around, you can't just do it with a 1-hour and a 5-minute signal. You need a 1-hour, you need a 5 and the 15 to going in the same direction. And I'll tell you now, there are people in the room, Kevin the Sniper, I know for an absolute certainty, will not trade a 5 against a 15-minute. All right, right. So that's what we've got. Okay, let's have a look at the UCAD. Yeah, UCAD's got a 4-hour. Right, these signals to me, 4 hours here, are telling me that price is going to the orange line each time. If it was on the 8-hour, price would go to the orange line. Okay. This is what they do. This is where they want to take price. This is why I'm saying if you know price is going there, you can trade in that direction safely until you get there. Right? Again, let's move it along. See what happened. Look, you can see the 1-hour now. I'll show you exactly what's going to happen when we hit that orange line. Right, we've hit the orange line on the 1-hour. Right. So, and I mean, look, 15-minute signals. 1, 2, 3, 1 there. All these touches of the orange line here. 1, right? It come back up to the orange line here and then went down again. Okay, that's because of these monsters here. All right. So what's going to happen here? You might have another little bounce back, which this, could be a little push back up. Okay, basically because of this orange line on the 1-hour, right? But this 4-hour wants to go to the orange line. That's the dominant signal. Okay, so let's fast forward a bit. UCAD, by the way, is pushing up to the orange line here. 4-hour still, that wants to go to the 4-hour orange line. Okay, this is where price is going. You can virtually, pick this all day long and just say, right, well, I'm going to stay in. I'm not going to take 5 minutes, 10 pips. I'm going to take, one trade. Okay. Right. Look at the G. Look at this move. Down here again. Look, it bounced off. Now it's gone through the 1-hour orange line. Why? Because the 4-hour wants to go to the 4-hour orange line. Okay. Now you're getting a little pullback again. Then when it hits this orange line on the 5-minute chart, you should be looking for momentum to flip. If it's red momentum, you can enter the trade. Okay, if you get a signal, you can enter the trade with momentum, of course. Right, so let's fast forward some more. Look, the 1 hour's gone super now. 4 hours bending the orange line. It's probably going to touch it. Okay, definitely it was super. Alright. Okay, so let's keep fast forwarding. This is the idea of this video, guys, just to try and show you where price is going to go to with these 1 and 4s, and once you know that, you can take you can use any strategy basically, whether it's 5 minutes, 15 minutes, even signals on the Heikin-Ashi chart. Alright, so again, let's fast forward, keep fast forwarding. There you've got your bounce off the 4-hour now. This is your bounce. Look, this 15-minute system here, it's going back up to the orange line. Look, come up, it's coming up. Okay, so let's see how that panned out. And again, look at the 1 hour. This has gone through the orange line on the 1 hour because it's got a 4 hour. Alright, so that when you were taking this signal appeared, you could have taken it, okay, safely, because you've still got room. Alright, so again, let's fast forward, see how that panned out. There you go, look, that 5 minute trade there, look, bang, bang, down. Right, look at it off the 15-minute orange line, right, and that's because of the 1 and 4 hour signals, guys. They tell you where price is going, and the sooner you understand that, you know, the easier your trading will become, and the safer. Again, look at the UCAD, it came back down once it touched the line here, right, but look at it now, it's got a red yellow on 1 hour, and the 4 hours just got red yellow. So price here, in my opinion, is going to the orange line on the 4 hour chart. If we fast forward and have a look at that, yeah, it's gone through the orange line on the 1 hour now. Okay, so again, any 5 minute signal you took there to the upside, winning. Alright, let's go again, fast forward. Oh, look, still red yellow, rose higher, 5 minute signals winning, touches off the, or near to the orange line, winning. Okay, 15 minute signals, surprise, surprise, winning. Okay, fast forward more, yeah, still again, look, it came back down here with this signal, it touched the orange line, and look, green momentum going up. Okay, there you go again, look, perfect example of it, and look at this now, this red yellow, it's going to touch the orange line. Okay, there you go, right on it, look at that, right on it, look at the GU, right on it on the 4 hour. Guys, I cannot, you know, 1, 2, 3 absolute certain winners there on the UCAD, right, and God knows how many on the GU, because you have quite a few, and there's another 2 there, you know. So I can't stress enough how important the 1 and 4s are, and I hope this video, now doing it live, is going to show you that, you know, that you can trade in that direction pretty confidently, right. Price can only do 1 or 2 things, guys. It can go up or it can go down, and if the 1 and 4s are telling you price is going up, right, and where price is going to, like the orange lines on the 4 hour, right, then if you trade in that direction, you honest to God cannot get this wrong. Okay, I expect people after watching this video, even the newbies, to you know, be recording great scores, seriously great scores. Okay, and then again, look, touch the 4 hour orange line, look what we start getting. Okay, and you know why you're getting this? Because there's no 8 hour up on the current candle. Okay, it's the one next to, and that, as it happens, that's the daily, but the charts are a little different now, but basically it's the same principle. Okay, so let's fast forward again. Yeah, so you've had this pullback now, don't know what to do now, and there you go, still coming down, probably going to hit the orange line here. You've got a 1 hour now, it's going to touch the orange line from above. Okay, but that's because of this touch here. But the main thing you should be focusing on, not these pullbacks, is where the 4 hour and the 1 hours were going to take price. And I tell you now, I have back tested all last week, and it's unbelievable the amount of times that these go to the orange lines and to BB bands. Again, look at the GU here, look at this 4 hour. I'm going to just backtrack a little bit on that one just to show you. Okay, right, let's see where we're going here. Right, look, you know, you started getting up signals here, here and here. Right, you're way outside the BB bands and it started going up, right, pierced the 4 hour orange line, and now it's starting to go up. Okay, so we'll move on and see what happens. Look, it's gone back up, it's still going up, and you're getting a good, really good setup to the upside now. Okay, fast forward on. Yeah, we're into the next hour now, and what appears? 1 hour up, right, 1 hour up now, because you're bouncing off this 1 hour orange line, and you're bouncing off this 4 hour here. Okay, look, yeah, going up, going up. Okay, right, so that was the second one. Right, whew, I knew it would be a long video, this, guys, but I really need to get you to understand, if you know where price is going to, then you can just trade in that direction just using any of the strategies, whether it's the 15-minute signals or you know, even 30-minute signals or 5-minute signals, which are probably the best to use. I would say once you know where 1 and 4 hours are taking price, then Heikin-Ashi and the 5-minute charts will become very useful tools for you. Okay, so let's move on. I want to show you something on number 10, so let's get back to the beginning of that. Okay, now I think, if I remember right, there's quite a few to watch on this one, guys. GU, EU and GCAD, which were flying at the time. Now then, well, let's move forward a bit so I can see what's going on. Right, okay, let's look at the GU. Right. Well, first of all, let's look at the EU. Look what happened here. Look at this, right, and look at it. Right. Okay, you see it? But you see how that trade actually worked pretty well, because it had 15-minute signals with it. 5-minute, alright? And I know there's a 30-minute, but we'll focus on the 15.5s. The 1 hour took it to the orange line here. Okay? Now for this signal to continue to be relevant, we need a 4 hour. Right? Because the 4 hour will push 1 hour through this orange line. Alright? So should you be taking this up now, thinking about the bounce? Nah, not for me. Certainly not with just a 5 on its own like that, guys. Okay, you'd need a 15, you know, to turn this signal around. But anyway, again, GU, look, you've got a 4 hour here. Okay, you've got a 4 hour super. There's no 1 hour, and as it happens throughout the next 40-45 minutes, there is a flashing yellow, keeps appearing and disappearing. Now it keeps appearing and disappearing, right? Because the 15, you don't get, you get a 5-minute down, but you don't get a 15-minute down for a good long time. Okay, and that's why the 1 hour kept disappearing. Okay. GCAD, look at this. Right, 1 hour is going to go to the orange line, and it will go through it because we've got a 4 hour, because the 4 hour wants to go to this orange line. Alright, so we're going to move on, and each time we move on, I'm just going to show you a little bit, something a little different. Look, GU flashing on at this time. Now then, look at the EU. You see, you'd have taken that bounce up, you'd have lost. You'd have lost. Right, and you can see quite clearly that each time now, the EU is touching this orange line because of the 1 and 4 hour signals, in particular now the 4 hour, because it's on the relevant candle. Okay, it touches it, it goes down. Okay, understand that? You understand what I'm saying? Look, the GU, now it's getting some force, right? The 1 hour and the 4 hour, but it still hasn't got the 15-minute signal down. Okay, so this will not go down properly until the 15-minute appears. Okay, I know that for a fact. Right, so let's move on a little bit more. Again, look at the EU. Each time it touches the orange line, it's going down. Right, so I'm just going to keep an eye on these trades here. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 trades there on the EU so far. Okay, look, GU 1 hour's disappeared. EU's probably just dealing with this right now here, the little bounce on the 1 hour, while you're getting this and this, but no, you do not go up with this. You've got a 4 hour signal which is saying do not go up. Okay, fast forward a bit more, 1 hour EU's, GU's back, and look what happened there with the EU again. Okay, so we're going to fast forward again. There you go, look at that on the EU, guys. Down again, down again, down again, because of this 4 hour signal here, and the 1 hour wants to push through this orange line. Alright, so move on a bit more. Yeah, still going down, and look at the GU again, because it hasn't got that 15-minute signal down. Look what's happening. You know, it looks good at first, and then oh no, it's going up now. You know, and the 1 hour's flashing off because there's no 15. Okay, so let's forward again. GCAD, look at the GCAD, touch the 1 hour orange line because it's got a 4 hour, it's going down to the 4 hour orange line. Again, look at this here. It's the orange line, down, right? 15-minute would have started here. Some would consider that. I would have taken this trade basically because of that setup, you know, that red yellow on the 5 minutes, and the fact that you've got 1 and 4s. There's an awful lot of 1 hour signals there telling you that the price wants to turn around. Okay, EU, it's going to come up to here again, and then it's going to drop away again. Even this doesn't perturb me from going down, guys, because of this. This is the monster here, and if this turns super at any point, it's going to absolutely race to that orange line there. Okay, so we're going to fast forward to about 33.30, I think. Well, we'll do it from here. I'm going to run this live now. Look what happened in the EU, guys, again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, 5 pip trades there. Okay. Let's have a look and look at the 4 hour now. It's gone super. This is going to this orange line here. Okay, at least sometimes they go through. Okay, GU is going to kick in shortly. You know, this 4 hour super knows something, and that's going to the orange line. Okay, so I'm gonna let it run here now because I just want you to see, you know how these happen. You see, you've got a flashing red on the 15-minute there. Okay, so let's just keep an eye on it, and we'll also keep an eye on the 1 hours for any change as well. Talking a bit out, guys, getting a very sore throat, you know. Okay, so but basically, you know what direction to trade in because these on the 1 and 4 hours tell you where they're going. I honestly, I've back tested them. I've looked, and there's very few that just, you know, come very short or disappear, right? And it's usually when the supers, they just go straight to the orange lines. Okay, whether it's a 1 hour on its own, a 4 hour. I know that if I've got a 1 and 4 hour correlation like that 1 hour signal was going to hit, you know, the 1 hour orange line. Oh, and there you go. Look at the GU. Look what happened. Look what happened, right? And look at the 1 and 4s now. Look, whack, straight on the orange line. It's going to go more. It's going to go more. And I'm going to fast forward in a minute. Look, EU again there. We said we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's now probably 5 or 6, excuse me, winners just on the EU alone. And these are big moves and all. I know it's an exceptional day. There was some news that come out that, you know, upset the markets a bit, but these are big moves. So instead of going for 5 pips, that's like 48 to what was it, 18. So that's a 30 pip move, 30 pip candle, that one, guys. This one again is probably a 30 to 40 pip candle. In fact, it's a 44. All right, EU still going down. Okay, we're going to fast forward again because the idea of this show is to this video, sorry, is to show you where these signals go to. Okay, because once you know where they go, you can trade in that direction safely and with full confidence. Okay, so let's fast forward. Plenty of pips on the GU, plenty of pips on the EU. Look, it's gone back up again, dealing with it again. Fast forward again. Look, that GU went up to the orange line, bang, straight down. Right, this is going to do exactly the same. Right, it's going to get either touch it or get near to like this one did, and then it's going to drop. There's no doubt in my mind when you've got that super signal there, you should not be trying to trade these up. Okay, so just want to see if it goes on its own. Look, it's going now. Right. Let's see if I can fast forward a little bit. There you go. Look, up and whack, straight down again. Guys, same here. Look, whack, up, whack. Okay, EU again. I think we had 5 or 6 trades up to there. You've got another 1, 2 there on that now. All right, and this, and look where you've gone. I know the GU's shot absolutely right through, right down to this BB band here. I'm not sure when this daily appeared here, but I guarantee you that on the 8-hour charts, you know, there's another super on there. Anyway, EU, look at this. Look, it's on the orange line. It's unbelievable. I know I was going on last week on Friday about it and saying, you know, that trying to shout it, and it has been very hard for me to try and get people to understand what these 1s and 4-hour signals do. But for years I have called these trend makers, guys, and they are, because effectively you are trading 2.5-hour session, okay, and a 4-hour signal covers that session. You understand? So you're getting these at the beginning of the session, as you did with this GU, and it was just up here. You should then recognise that for the entire session you could be trading the GU down, you know, to at least the orange line. Okay. What else was there? I'm going to just move on a bit. Fast forward. Yeah, again, look, you know, they're coming up to it and then down again. Look, EU, again, look, it's gone up to it and then down again. You know, every single time it touched the orange line on the 5-minute chart, it went down. EU, same with the GU there. Start with that one, that one, that one, and they were major pips. Like I say, that was a 30 pip candle. That was probably 20 pips. This one, what we're looking at, 33.10 to 32.50, is it, or 60, 32.60? That's a 50 pip candle. Crying out loud, guys! You know, you'd have absolutely killed it today. And look at this now. It's gone right through the orange line, but look what it's done on the 1 hour. It's destroyed it. It's destroyed it. All right, the same on the GCAD. Look, the 4 hours just gone right to the BB bands on 4 hour and right through on 1 hour, and it's still going. And it's still going. All right, so you need to, you know, pay attention to these. These signals are incredible, absolutely incredible on the long term, and they tell you exactly, you know, which direction to trade and where they are going to. Okay. Kaysen asked me, how do I know that something's going to bounce or something's going to go through an orange line? Well, I think I've just explained that. Kaysen, the 4 hour is going to go to the orange line, but that also means that the 1 hour is going to go through. You know, so basically, if the 1 hour is going to go to the orange line, then the 30-minute is going to go through. If the 30-minute is going to go to the orange line, then the 15-minute is going to go through. You understand that? Okay. Just one other thing, Kelvin, mate, I know you're new and it will take time, but I can assure you, if once you pick this up, you're going to make money. You're going to make money, serious money, right? Okay, so just watch this video in particular, and if I were you, I would do, I'd watch the 5-minute trending pinks as well. As you've seen today, these create the trend, the 1 and 4s, as you've seen, I've shown you on here, right? And then look what happened. You know, the signals on the orange line are basically, you know, at the top BB band. Right? Look what happened when you were trading in that direction. Okay, they all won, mate. You could have even got in at the worst possible time, which was here, to take something down. And look, it's won. I wouldn't advise that. The idea is that you let price come back up to take down, or you let price come back down, like here, to take up. Understand? So just focus on it. Watch this video. Same with you, Ergon. Just, you know, focus on where price is going to go. If you know where price is going to go, then you can use any strategy in here. I would suggest the 5 minutes strategy. I know BR loves that one. He's always praising it. And yeah, I think you'll do okay. Alright, there's just one other thing. Again, I want to show you, this was from Friday, though. These are still shots, guys. and he didn't record that session, but I have to show you. I have to show you what happened with the 1 and 4s. Okay, so first of all, look at the GU. Right, that's gone right through the orange line on the 1 hour. Why? Because it had a 4 hour that wanted to take price to the 4 hour orange line. It's gone right through on that. Why? Because the 8 hour super wanted to take price to the orange line. Okay, now look here, if I can just zoom in, look at this. You've got a red, a small red on the daily. Okay, so that will mean that price will go through the orange line here on the 8 hour chart. Okay, and just to prove my point, I took a later still shot on this, guys. Oops, sorry. Right, and look what happened. It went through. It went through because this daily wanted to go to the orange line on the daily chart. Alright guys, and just to show you again, look at this, you know, bouncing off the orange line here, 1 15-minute signal there, 1, let it pull back, bouncing off the orange line again, 15-minute signal, 1, 15-minute signal, bouncing off the orange line there, 1, bouncing off the orange line there, 1. Okay, 5-minute signals, look, bouncing off the orange line, let it pull back a bit, then it went again. Okay, it was a bit messy for a bit, but then you got another 5-minute signal here on the orange line, and whack, straight up, let it pull back again, and look at this, bouncing off the orange line. And that is just on the GU, guys, and you can quite clearly see here, look at the GCAD, there wasn't even a signal on the 5-minute here. What you did have, right, was the 4 hour that wanted to go through here, because you had this major 8 hour signal here that wanted to go to the orange line. It actually went through. There wasn't a daily, but I think it was being dragged along by the strength of the pound, to be honest with you. EU, look, bouncing off the orange line, 1. 5-minute signal on the orange line, big winner. 5 minutes of pulls back here, bouncing off the BB band this time, signal 1. Comes back, bouncing off the orange line, winner. Again, why? 8 hour super going to the orange line. 4 hour gone through the orange line because there's an 8 hour super. 1 hour gone through the orange line, a little bit of a retest, and then went up again because you had a 4 hour super or a 4 hour settle. Alright, so basically guys, that's it. Once you know where price is going to go, I mean, you can guarantee that your trades are going to win. Right, so stop trying to go against these 1 and 4s, start going with them, and you're going to kill it. You're going to kill it, guys. Now I know this is a lot longer video than I planned on doing, but I just want you to understand what the 1 and 4s do, and I've been able to show you on a live sort of system today, not completely live, but it's good to see it run and trades evolve rather than still shots. Okay, so look at this, get your direction from the 1 and 4s, you know where it's going, and then trade in that direction, whether it be 5-minute signals, Heikin-Ashi signals with a 5-minute signal, 5-minute signal with a 15-minute signal, whatever, just trade in that direction. Okay guys, right, I think that'll have to do you. Jasfran out.